Alright guys, how's it going this afternoon? Just got just drove about an hour and a half, taking a little break. I got hungry, so I ate my little meal. Now I'm just walking around, letting it settle down in my stomach for a little bit. But yeah, I'm walking around in this rest area here for about a couple of minutes or so. Then I'm gonna jump back in the truck and finish off what I got to do so I can be at this job site first thing in the morning. So that's what I got going on. I was thinking about this George Foreman Grill, man. I need to get me another one of them mini George Foreman grills. They come in handy when you're out here on the road and want to cook you a decent meal. It's just one of them good money savers. I got a little small crock pot, but I hadn't used it in a while. But I was thinking about just getting that crock pot and that George Foreman. And I use my cooler a lot. Coleman, I got a Coleman cooler that I use, so a lot of times I freeze my food the day before I get out on the road, and I stick it in my cooler, and my cooler basically keep my food good for the whole week, but I can only keep 1 week at a time. So when I was out on the road with my Coleman cooler, I would have to stop and find me a Walmart at the end of the week, and I cook up a couple of dishes. Usually it'd be like some type of stew beef and soup, and I would do tuna. That's usually what I do the whole week. Tuna, beans, some type of bean. I do like a bean dip or chili. I'll make something like that to last me a couple of days and just stick it in that cooler. That's what I used to do. Now I don't do it that much, like I said, because I haven't been over the road in about a year and a half now. But if them rates get right, get at a certain level, I might go out and stay a little bit if I find it worth my while. But all right, I done my little exercise. I'm finna get back in the truck now. But I appreciate y'all listening to me, man, and y'all be safe out there. Peace. Alright guys, how's it going? Just when I got home, it took me a whole day to recover from the whole week, because when you're running 3,000 miles a week, you got to be getting it. You ain't gonna run no 3,000 miles in 1 week and be home on the weekend shucking and jiving. That's just not gonna happen. So when I took that in consideration, like when I stayed out with P&S for the month, I stayed out 3 weeks one time and 2 weeks, and that was it for my over the road driving for them. But I seen that I could bring home $1,800 to $2,100 if I stayed out and ran consistent. I seen that even when it wasn't peak season. you know, driving for P&S. But I also see now coming into, you know, when the peak season happens, you'll be able to make good money and come home. I'm looking at, my checks will probably be about $1,700. Bring home whenever, you know, we get in the full blast of things because of the way that I run. And I was just thinking about some like local companies. I was talking to a Coca-Cola driver, to my, you know, he averaged about $950 bring home a week. But he said his routes, he's working 14 to 16 hour days. And I'm like, oh man, that's insane. You know, and if you working like that and you saying you home, you know, if you got to be home every day, it's like that's a lot of, you know, hours to work to maintain that. He said, you know, pretty much, if he's slacking off, he probably wouldn't be making about $700 a week, which that ain't bad. You coming home every day, but if you need to make more money, then you got to find a side hustle, you know, something like that. And then myself, with P&S, since I've been here, if I miss a day, that's what I'll bring home, like $880 or $925, something like that. That's what I bring home when I miss a day. Sometimes it'd be like $1,000 with a missing day. But for the most part, when I'm dropping 5 loads, I'm bringing home the $1,200 mark. 1,200 to some weeks I can get up to 16. It just depends on how that lane looking for that week. So, you know, that's how that goes. So I was just thinking about the pay for the miles, because see, P&S is set up where you paid off percentage. So if you running, so when the freight rate go up, your pay go up, and then, you know, without you running more miles. But if the pay rate go up, then you need to start running. If you want more money, you know, of course, you start running more miles. But yeah, that's what I had to talk to you guys about, man. What's going on with y'all companies, man? Y'all got companies that y'all can run. You know, some weeks I bring home $1,300, and I ain't even ran but like 1,800 miles that week. And for me, 1,800 miles is an easy week for me. You know, and I still, you know, I'm still able to run 3,000 miles a week if I needed to, but, you know, I don't have to run that hard. And that's fine by me, you know, but if I get where I got to get it, believe me and you, I still can get it. I'm still able, still willing, still hungry. For you young drivers out there, I'm gonna drop this wisdom with you, man. Girl, whatever. Come out here with a positive attitude and hungry, you'll be able to make it out here. Don't come out here acting like you know everything. And have that working mindset. Have that working mindset. I'm gonna drop that with you. Cause see, when you're looking at what other people making and doing, it hinder your process of getting where you need to get. And it ain't no skipping no lines out here. You're gonna have to work hard out here to make it, to get to the next level. You ain't gonna skip no process to be to the top. It's just not gonna happen. You'll be done washed out and out of this career before you know it, if you think you're gonna skip to the top. Even if somebody gave you a truck, brand new, truck and trailer, and told you to go out there and make it, you won't be able to make it. Cause you don't know how to pick no freight, you don't know how to run, don't know how to use the truck. You come in at a disadvantage even though you got equipment. And a lot of people do that. They got the money for the equipment, but you got to get out here and learn what to do, man, and follow. You know, get on YouTube, get on the message board or whatever, and talk to some drivers, or find some drivers in your area that's been driving and know about it, and talk to them and let them, you know, school you on some things. And you'll find your way like that, you know. But just thinking you gonna come out here and just be on the top, no, that ain't gonna happen. You got to put that time in. Got to put the time in. I know that's what a lot of people don't want to hear. You just got to put the time in, put the work in. And myself, I'm gonna put my time in and the work in to get what I need. And the other things that I want to do in life and pursue, you know, I'm able to pursue it and set up for it through by driving truck. And I'm gonna throw this out here for some young person, either an older person. It don't matter where you at. Just because you drive the truck don't mean everything got to be focused around the truck. You know, you know, technology done came a long way. Instead of playing Fortnite, Call of Duty on your 10-hour breaks and stuff like that, on the phone looking at YouTube and movies and stuff, you know you can take some online classes and stuff like that to brighten your horizon while you in the truck, where you ain't got to like go to college physically no more. You know, you can do most of your college career online and still be driving and making a full-time income. So you won't even give you the opportunity to come out of college without even having no major amount of debt on you. You know, you can use truck driving for that case point, because you can drive 8 to 9 hours, shut down, put 2 to 3 hours of class work in, and then on the weekend you got a 34-hour reset. You can put another 10 hours, so you can put a good 25 hours towards just getting a higher education. You know, you can do that, or you can figure out how to trade stocks or forex and all this different stuff. You can learn while you still in the truck, or you can learn a side hustle while you're in the truck. And then on top of that, if you want to learn how to run a trucking business, you want to learn how to be a broker or a dispatcher and all that, you can learn all that from inside this truck while you driving and learning the lanes and stuff like that. So it's a lot of opportunities and a lot of things you can pursue while you driving this truck. Because one thing about driving the truck now, I done worked warehouse work. Truck driving don't wear your body and mind down to the point where you can't function. If you're doing it right. You eating the right meal and getting the proper amount of sleep, you can devote time for 2 to 3 hours to something else to get better in. To even increase your income, or either go to a different field or whatever, like I said. So you got options. You really do. But I'm gonna close right there. And I appreciate y'all listening to me. Hey, if you got some good advice, man, to give somebody about trucking or life in general, put it in the comment. You know, hey, that's what I'm about. Progression in a positive way. And that's what I'm definitely about. 100-fold. I'm about that. But I'm gonna close right there. And I'll probably get back, pick this video up at the delivery. You know, because I'll probably be there. I'll get there tonight, so I'll get everything ready. And then in the morning, when they get there, I'll jump out and do my thing. But y'all be safe out there, man. And like I always say, peace.